People, welcome to the strategy guide, and this one's going to be with the Duelist. The Duelist's most essential first ability is definitely Bolt. This is going to be like your main attack. It has two different purposes. First is range damage, and second it marks enemies with a move called Vendetta, which we'll get into a bit more later, but Vendetta is a really useful move to learn how to use this character. As for equipment to use with this, since you're going to be spamming this crossbow a lot, it'd be good if you have like a superb amulet of stamina, something to make it so you can shoot your crossbows a bit more longer than you want to. For your next ability, we have Flashing Steel. As you can see, it's a spinning dagger attack that every time you have an enemy marked with Vendetta, it gives you one of those coins up. I'm not sure what the coins are called, but we're not really going to call them coins. And obviously the coins are there for every time someone tries to attack you, one of those coins go up. So if you have 4 of them stacked, you can take 4 hits without taking no damage. So it's a really useful move, and it's good if it does decent damage as well. There's loads of enemies, so you want to prime enemy first, so get them through the marked and then do that. It's got a pretty fast recharge, pretty fundamental move to have on this character. Definitely for staying alive. Onto the third ability. The third one is more or less your survivability ability. You got flank attack. Now the upgrade to flank attack on this character is it's different than it is on most characters. This one, just like Flashing Steel, it gives you those little gold coins so you can't be hurt, but flank attack gives you 2 of them. So every time you spam it, shoot someone, get 2 coins. And it recharges really quickly. I think if you've got a superb cooldown amulet on, well, I don't have on this character, but I think its cooldown is like 8 seconds, or it's something really quick. The only problem with this ability, just like you saw, it misses a lot, so you need to aim it carefully. But overall, it's a really useful ability for staying alive. Just finish these guys off. Whoa. So that's how you want to use those 2 abilities together, just kind of combine them together so you always got coins so you can't get hurt. Right, and on to the last ability, what is Broadside. This ability is definitely your big damage dealer, but it can also be used in different ways. You can either use it for single target high damage, or you can use it to try and wipe out loads of enemies once you gather them all together. More or less you're going to be using it for high damage targets though. So let's see if we get an example of someone that's high damage that you want to take out. Yeah, see that? If you stop moving for 1 second. Stop hiding behind that. Yeah, 6,000 damage. This weapon has crazy damage on it. But yeah, Broadside is definitely your damage dealer. And if it hits all enemies within a 5-meter radius, so yeah, pretty good move. I think what makes this character so viable. So all those little guys together. Oh, and also before you shoot that attack, always mark them with Vendetta first, so they take 20% more damage. That's why I just did hardly any damage against him. And for the last bit, now how I use this character with all the abilities together. This is perilous, so just showing that this is actually difficulty. So before you attack any person, you always want to mark them with your Vendetta first. So the kind of thing you want to do. And always look down at the bottom of your screen. You want to make sure that you've got a constant eye on your marks to make sure that you're not running out of them too quickly. If you have 4 of them, you can just literally just spam your bolt. You don't want to waste your cooldowns. You want to make sure you keep those, just to make sure you get them back up in good timing. Like I said, I don't think you'd be able to spam the bolts as much as I am without the actual amulet. Once you do get lower stamina though, just attack for a little bit, you'll get it all back, no problem. And you see right there what I meant by Vendetta. It did almost 2,000 more damage to the guy that I hit with Vendetta than the one I didn't. Keep in mind I am using 2 daggers of the dragon, so I am at the highest DPS you can be at right now, so you may not be doing as much damage. But the actual playing style will never really change. Like I said, this is there are probably stronger builds you can go for, but this is like the one that you want to get. Oh, see, the shot got cancelled. This is the build you want to go for if you're going for survivability and still pretty decent damage. see if I can find the boss. Ooh, see? I looked away for a second and all my marks are gone. Don't hit him. That's more or less you want to do. Just want good thing the abilities have gotten pretty good. Oh no. Nuts. What? I thought I marked him. That move's really good if you've got loads of marked enemies together, because each person that's marked, you hit them, you get every single one. Give me a second before I get these guys up. Okay.
I am grateful.
And completely missed. That it really is a problem with flank attacks. You need to be really careful when you use that move, because sometimes missing that attack will get you killed. Alright, so oop, dodge it. Not enough time. Also, every time you use Vendetta, it also turns off. So if you use flank attack and use it on the same enemy, you wanna shoot them one more time so the Vendetta goes back on them. So like here he is again. Alright. And then the rest are just easy picking. In the last part of this video, I'll go over my build and what equipment I use with this character. Alright, so here's my build that I got for this character that I showed. Obviously I went with the upgrade to Flesh and Steel. It has 10% less stamina and 20%, 200% more damage, so that's good. Flank attack and the upgrade, so you get 2 stacks apart from 1. That's always a good bonus. Went down the tree as normal, didn't pick up these passives, just went all the way down this tree. This is a good move, but the fact that it takes away your stacks is, if we go for a survivability build, it's just not worth it. I went with this move, so it gives you 4 stacks apart from 3. And oh, just like I didn't go with Unyielded on this build. I must have changed it up. I went with the upgrade to the bolt because every time you shoot an enemy or do an ability after you hit an enemy with the crossbow, it's supposed to be guaranteed to get a critical hit. I haven't really tested to see if that's true or not, but yeah, I'll take his word on it. Obviously just go down the tree as normal. Salty Sea Dog, gotta get it, man. That stamina regeneration rate if an enemy is far away from you is really useful for when you use the bolt. And this move, I never actually go out of my way to use it, but sometimes you'll do it without noticing and it gives you that good damage bonus. To be honest with you, I'm not even sure exactly how it works. Each crossbow ability increases the damage of your next dagger ability, and each dagger ability increases your damage of your next crossbow ability. So I'm guessing if you do a dagger, so if I shoot bolt, then you flank attack, then use bolt, like, I don't know how it goes, but sometimes you do get the move where it's just really strong, and I'm assuming this comes into it because it's stacked 5 times, so it means if you do it right 3 times, it'll be 60% stronger than normal. And obviously that's gonna do some decent damage, but I really never know how it goes. Just going down the tree, broadside, like I said, your main damage dealer, you've got to take it, man. And also the upgrade for the extra damage. Black mark, that's for Vendetta, for, you know, every enemy that's marked with Vendetta, it takes more damage. Dead man, tails, no tails. Oh yeah, if you kill an enemy with Vendetta on, it's supposed to the next dude. And the cooldown reduction. So that's my full build on this guy. Now for my abilities. Like I said, I've got 2 daggers of the dragon, so obviously I'm gonna have some decent DPS on me. Yeah, 2 daggers of daggers. Anyone can get armor, that doesn't really matter. Wait, that's not even about armor. I don't even know what I got on her armor. There it is. 11 cunning and 12 melee defense. Not bad. Like I said, on this character, I went with the superb bit of health. I take it on all my characters. It's just much better than any other belt. Critical chance, because nothing else really I could take on this character. I don't see no rings for a bolt or anything like that, so I just went with some more crit chance. Superb life drain for that extra 10% heal on kill, and superb stamina amulet for so I can spam the bolt, and just overall just a really good stamina to use on this character. Like I said, gear does, no matter what gear you're playing though, after you played it for a while you get all the equipment, it is going to help you out. So altogether on this character I have 18% heal on kill, with the 10% for the ring and the 4% for both my daggers. I have 18% heal on kill, so even if they do get past your stacks, your hero and kill will still sort you out. But yep, that's my first strategy video on, you know, Dragon Age characters. That was the Duelist. Tell me what you think, and maybe I'll do a few more.